Good afternoon, happy June holidays, and welcome to Safra Mount Faber Facebook group. So I'm Ziyi, and today we are at lesson 4. So last few lessons we learned about standing, sitting, falling, open, close, forward, and turning. So today we are going to do the same variation of open, close, bubbles, but backwards. So remember your bubbles. The first stance that you do is a V shape, right? Going into an A, 11, V, A, 11. And for backwards, it's exactly the same but opposite. So instead of starting with a V shape, you start off with an A shape. So this is how it looks like. A to a V to 11. So for backwards bubbles, it's important to remember this 11 because you do tend to have most beginners will tend to have this problem of keeping their heels too close, so you will kind of hit each other and fall. So just make sure before you close your heels all the way, go back to 11 or an A. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So A, V, 11, A, V, 11. Same thing, you focus, instead of focusing on your toe, this time around you focus on your heel. Imagine your heels are pointing outside, pointing inside, pointing outside, pointing inside. And the most important thing for a backwards bubble is actually your posture. So forward, you bend forward. Backwards, you go backwards. Or at least you have to stand straight. So make sure when you're in A shape, if you do this, you will never go back. Make sure your body lean backwards like this. Okay, so if you're scared, you could do them one at a time. So 1, and then lift up, and then 2. Okay, but if you do it right, so we'll go from this way there. Same thing, aim the center of 2 cones, start from an A shape, V shape. You could always lift it up. V, 11, A, V, 11, A, V, 11. And look behind your shoulders. Okay. And then, we are also going to learn a little bit of stepping today so that we could proceed into jam dancing. Okay, so I'm sure most of you will be interested to learn a little bit on roller dancing. So we'll start off with side stepping today. Side steps is very simple. You know how crab walk is just side, step, side, step. Okay, so with this side stepping, you could actually go into a little bit of a dance move like this. Step, cross, step, cross, step, cross, step. You saw me kicking my legs just now, right? So make sure you don't kick your legs. So side steps, first what you do is you practice just side stepping in one direction and then side stepping in the other direction, because this change of direction is actually a little bit hard for most beginners. So start off with, how do you do side step is, same thing as your V march. Remember your V march? Instead of V, go into 11 and then knees up. So all you need to do is up, down, that's all. And most of you will be a little bit worried about, like not being able to balance on one foot, but it's really, the faster you go down, the easier it'll be. It's really hard to do, wow, I'm scared. So it'll be easier if you go up, down, okay? This is easy to stand actually. So once you reach this position, back foot, don't kick yourself, make sure you give yourself enough space, and then, but however, don't do this kicking. Okay, so just lift up and down, up, cross, lift up and cross. So the other trick, another trick that you could the other trick that you could do to help your side stepping is make sure your body, you could also make use of your arms, lift up your arms, make sure your body is leaning onto the direction which you're going. So now I'm going left side, lean my body a little bit to the left, knees up, cross, cross. If you do this, you see it's not so easy, so arms up. Okay, so right side, so 10 times. 10 times. After this, once you could do both sides confidently, we will go combine them together, step into a roller dance. And then pair them up with music. So you get your little roller dance. So that's all for this series, and see you guys next time.